chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he fends him off. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Isaiah Likely.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Set to kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
second tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we continue on with the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. We've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. Opposite end of the Jets, Aaron Glenn. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Tirico, Greg Oatson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And off we go from East Rutherford. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. He'll get it on 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 7.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Ooh. The Falcons set to take over here on offense, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Yeah, and he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Falcons. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here we go. It's Justin Fields to return. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That is caught left side by Taylor.
They have a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Fields from the gun on third down. A pass deep for Reynolds. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
36 yards. That's good for the Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. Or from MetLife Stadium after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with first and 10.
Green 19.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Give up the middle with Hall. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
McLeod now to return. Oh! And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, Jackson. Pass caught left side by Likely. Look at him go! And he will go all the way. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Atlanta. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown catch, number 20 on the year. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jets 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Fields. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin then. What a weekend it's been already in the NFL. 3 games on Thanksgiving, the Black Friday game in Philadelphia, all part of the league saluting the legendary John Madden. This now known for the entire week for us at EA Sports with great pride as the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. What a great time to honor a great man, his legacy in football. John gave so much of himself through this game, through coaching on the field and broadcasting, touched generations of NFL fans. No one more deserving of being honored than John. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
To throw is Fields. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to hit another good one. Falcons offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. Remember, he had a touchdown on the ground earlier, something he's been able to do frequently this season, as you see where he ranks among NFL quarterbacks in rushing TDs. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a second down. From the gun, Jackson. Whoa! Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Falcons first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he will score. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons. That his second TD catch of the season. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Jets 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half.
Don't jump,
They'll
ready?
begin with 1st and 10. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, Fields. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. A first down throw for Fields. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Fields. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt to Hail Mary. Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now. Jackson. Open man down the field. It's McLeod. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Hope you all had a very happy Turkey Day indeed as we wrap up John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. Let's roll. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin with the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And this is Devontae Smith. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's Isaiah Pacheco. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Chiefs come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. one last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions taking on the Packers. And this is the rookie first-round draft pick, Matthew Golden. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Packers needed this one, and they got it. A victory that helps them keep pace in the NFC wildcard race. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. The Falcons offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more, and he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A first down throw for Jackson. Over the middle, he gets that to McLeod. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Jackson to the tight end, Likely. Look at that big guy rumble. And he's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown Atlanta. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. On is Koo for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Fields. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Room to run at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
McLeod now to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Falcons take over.
The Falcons offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Now Jackson. On the move left. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver. And down he goes.
If the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Now, Jackson. Coming up, and that's the tight end Likely. And they inside of midfield. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And a Falcon first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Left side, he's got McLeod. Down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Ray McLeod. Touchdown Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Don't jump. Ready? Up.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. They give to Hall. Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fields now. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, and after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate. And
Brees Hall. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 79 yards. Touchdown, New York. Great touchdown for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Extra point now by Riley. It's up and through. And the Jets back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll drop to throw. Headed left, buying time. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown Atlanta. And Lamar continues to be the best to ever do it in terms of running the football from the quarterback spot. He has just eclipsed his own single-season record, which was 1,206 rushing yards in a year.
Jets 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Fields. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. A pass deep for Reynolds. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 10.
Here we go. Green light.
Back to throw is Fields. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Good for a Jets. 1st down.
Fields to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. 3rd down and 9. To throw is Fields. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Jets. 1st down.
14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Jets 1st down. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
2nd down. It's Fields. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Forced to his right. Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. On play action, here's Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That touchdown reception, number 22 for him this year. Tied for 2nd all-time with Jerry Rice, who did it in 1987. One away from Randy Moss's record of 23 TDs.
His kick is good. Makes the score Falcons 49, Jets 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. On the return, here's Fields. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Here we go. One final play. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They have fought till the end, but still will come up short. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. In this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor's sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times.
And right away, he lost the football. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense, sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here's Darnold.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
To 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. And complete to Drake London. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Bradley Pinion is set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Darnold has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
It's a gain of 25.
To throw is Darnold. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock. But now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Isaiah Likely as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And that touchdown reception, number 23 for him on the year, it's going to tie him with Randy Moss for the most touchdown catches in a single season.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 10.
Now it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Darnold now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A final shot before the break, Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And it's one of the most dangerous playmakers in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. He gets a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Lions took care of business. They win it by 5. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Aaron Rodgers hooking up with his tight end, Pat Freiermuth. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Steelers with the lead, 10-0 to score at halftime. Lastly, let's go over to MetLife Stadium. The Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. And here it's Tua looking for and finding his favorite target, Tyreek Hill. 30 yards on the touchdown pass. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins lead by a field goal at halftime. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Dances by it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Jackson. Will get this complete to Charlie Warner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It's second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Darnold. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Koo now for the point after.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw, Darnold.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. Now inside the 25.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Seahawks 14.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
4-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Isaiah Likely
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
and the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seahawks 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Arnold Ebiketie.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.